Hallelujah! Hey allihopa, hi everyone and welcome back to Say It In Swedish. I'm your host Joachim and today we are going to talk about the longest word in the world. Of course, I'm talking about compound words which are written together in Swedish, and that's very important due to our sing-songy melody, sing-songy accent that we have going on, which can make some words that are written the same sound different. And if we don't write compound words together, we don't connect them, we read them out loud as their own words. So we have like a train station, which is tågstation, and if we don't write those two words together as one word, which this video is about, we get tåg, station, train, station, and not tågstation, train station. You see, there is a melody also in English a bit. If we want to have those two words as two separate words, so we have tågstation and tågstation. The melody is different there, and there are several examples, common examples that show that it can be kind of devastating to write some words apart. So we have the common example. One common example is brunhårig kassörska, which is brown-haired female cashier. So we need brunhårig to be one word. We have the word brown, brun, and the word haired, hårig, which also on its own means hairy. So if we write those two words apart, we have brun, hårig, so we have brown, hairy, cashier, brun, hårig, kassörska. But we want brunhårig, brunhårig. The melody goes a bit, it goes up and down, and if we wouldn't write those together, the melody doesn't really go up and down like that. So here you can hear the difference. Brunhårig, brunhårig, brunhårig kassörska, brunhårig kassörska. So now you got a bit of background information, and what I want to speak about in this video is that we can, with this system, construct the world's longest word. And I know a bunch of people would argue that no, this is not a word, no one says that, but it's the definition of a word, and it's about words, compound words, words that are connected to it gives one word a different meaning. So we have a train, tåg, it's just a train. And if we want the train to go fast, we have a snabb tåg, which is a quick train. Do you get that? And so this is a word that people could use, and people have been using, so it's a normal word, but it's one word. It's one word. Snabb is connected to tåg, so we have quick train, a train that goes quickly, so it's a quick train. And that's in Swedish, that is one word and written as one word. And some people that aren't really, they don't know how languages work, they would say, no, that's not a word because we don't use it. But we could have a word I'm getting a bit frustrated because these people, they do exist. We can have, we don't limit this kind of constructions to two words. We can have 3, 4, 5, we can have 1 million words if we want to, but obviously no one no one does that, because at the end you wouldn't really know what we're talking about anymore. But it's possible to do it like this, and that's the goal with this video. I'm not telling you that what I'm going to make up now. I'm going to improvise a word for you. And I'm not telling you that this is something that we do use a lot. This word doesn't exist, like these people would say. It's not in the dictionary, but it shows you how Swedish works and how we can construct compound words. So, and it's a great tool for you if you want to express something and you know two words that can describe this word that you don't know, then you can create your own word, and people would kind of understand what you mean, and they would go like, oh, you mean this and that. So this can definitely help you, but to make this video a bit more entertaining, I'm not just going to make a word out of two words. I'm going to really show you how this can be done. And it's the same goes for German. They also write all words together that are considered one word, like a train station. A train station is a train station, but it consists of two words, a station and a train. So it takes two to tango, and sometimes it even takes 50 to tango as well. Maybe that's another dance, but you get the point. So let's take train station. Tågstation. Tågstationsinnehavare. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkring. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolag. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontor. Now I don't even know what I was saying. You see, that's why we don't really do it for so long, because you would forget what you're saying. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontorsmaterial. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontorsmaterial affär. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontormaterial affär. Innehavare. This is ridiculous, but it's fun, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. That's what I tell myself every time I get out of bed. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontorsmaterial affärsinnehavarutbildning. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontorsmaterial materialinnehavarutbildningskomplex. The melody kind of gets lost after a while, because you don't really know where to put the emphasis. Tågstationsinnehavarförsäkringsbolagskontorsmaterial affärsinnehavarutbildningskomplex. Städare? I think I'm going to stop right there, because I'm like the YouTube grandpa, and you know, I'm 27 and I can't remember what words I have been using. So this is just going to be, you know, you get the point of this, right? So you can, if you know two words that you think fit together to describe something that you want to describe and you don't know the word for it, you can use this system, and remember that the melody of the sentence changes, the accent changes. So now you know, and now you know why it's important to write some words together and to pronounce them like as one word. So that was everything that I had for you in this video. Thank you so much for watching, liking and subscribing. Please leave a comment below. Do you know which word is the longest one in the world that people use, and what's the longest Swedish word that you have heard or might have used, and what's the longest word in your language? I would really like to know that. And if you want to learn a bit of Swedish, as always, stop by sayitinswedish.com, where I've got free vocabulary lists and free audio lessons for you to enjoy that I made for you especially. And hopefully we will see each other in another video, right? Hej då!